Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Here I do a weekly pick a card reading, and so I invite you to join the community by subscribing to the channel and sharing your stories in the comment section down below. I know that I would love to read them. And if you are a returning subscriber, as always, thank you guys so much for continuing to stay subscribed to the channel, for your likes, comments, subscribes, and for purchasing the personal readings, supporting me on Patreon, and following me on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, I will be releasing a new Instagram reading here this coming week, okay? So the topic today is, how do they feel about you? So your love interest, the person on your mind, your person of interest, how do they feel about you? So we're going to use several decks to ask that question. Part of the reading is shuffled in advance here, and as you can see, they're down here below. So use your intuition to pick. Timestamps are linked down below. Random.org is linked down below if you need help picking. And if, just remember, it is general reading, so it cannot resonate for everyone, but just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And there are also other readings linked in playlists down below if you are interested in checking those out. Just real quick, letting you guys know the 15% off private readings is still going, so if you'd like to learn more about that, check out the description box down below. And with that being said, for group one, I'm using charms today to give you guys something to pick from. And your charm is this little love heart, little baby pink love heart that says love on it. That's for group one. And for group two, we've got this quaint little silver heart with the stitching around the border. That is for group two. And for group three, we've got my dice here with a nice little heart drawn on top. So those are your three groups to choose from. And I don't think there are any. It is an ad-free reading today. I have been doing ad-free the last few readings just because I am in a position right now to be able to do that, and it makes me happy to be able to do that for you guys when I can. So enjoy that. No guarantee that I won't put ads back on, but just saying, enjoy the ad-free while it's ad-free. And I hope you guys enjoy the reading and get something out of it. And just remember, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't. And we're going to get started with group one. Welcome, group one. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So before we get started, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I'm picking up so you can decide if this is the right reading for you or not. So for the energies here, you guys are my lovey-dovey group, okay? I feel like everybody that was drawn to pick group one is actually in love with the person that you came to the reading for. So if that doesn't sound true, then pick another group or another reading from a playlist down below. But I am getting either a lovesick or just a really hard crushing, like a crushing heart on somebody, a lot of desire, passion, and lovey-dovey general energy coming from you. And for your person of interest, I get that they are hoping for you, longing for you. So there is a mutual sense of longing. It's at the very least a mutual crush, okay? I get from your person that they have like excited expectation, or anticipation regarding this connection. They're feeling very like hopeful about you and this connection. And your dynamic is, and maybe this is because it's Valentine's Day at the time that I record this, even though it's a timeless reading, but it does feel like you're going to be celebrating some sort of an anniversary, or there's going to be some sort of a celebration, or you both desire this, okay? For some of you that are not together, there's this energy of desiring a new beginning, or maybe some have already started a new beginning with this person, but it does feel like there's a date coming up, okay? Like there's a milestone that you guys are hitting, there's a date that's coming up, there's some sort of happy celebration. And if you have not met this person because you're just watching because you're curious and see what comes out, I do feel like you will meet this person soon. Like you're definitely going to meet this person, or they could introduce you to new people, or vice versa. You could introduce them to new people, or have done that. So this is what I've got here. If it sounds like you're reading, please continue to watch. I do have this pre-shuffled, so we're going to get started with what we've got here, and then I'll clarify as needed. So using my last Unicorn Tarot deck, we've got the Knight of Cups. We've got Seven of Wands, And we've got the Eight of Swords. So we've got strong water, strong fire, as well as strong air here. Okay. So how does your person feel about you? We'll get started with that and then like go from there. I definitely get that your person feels like you are their prince or princess charming with that Knight of Cups. And I think that they also feel like you have a lot of love to offer. In fact, you may have already offered them your love, right? With that Cup of Love being extended here on the card, it's like you could have already made some sort of a love offer to this person, or some other positive sort of change or communication is or has occurred, okay? It does feel like you are beating out the competition. So if there is any competition in this connection, there are positive feelings around that. That one or both of you is beating out the competition. More specifically, you're beating out the competition, okay? Others of you, it's just generally overcoming obstacles, okay? Now remember, energies can be switched, vice versa, take it how it resonates, but this is what I'm getting, that they feel about you, that, you know, you're overcoming obstacles and overcoming negativity as well with that Eight of Swords. And so maybe for some of you, you and or your person was listening to negative thoughts or negative people, or holding yourself back, being restricted. I see like temperance in the situation. I'm seeing balance and harmony. So this person feels like you are harmonious. So you're coming into that energy. Maybe that's one of the obstacles that need to be overcome. And your person, I think, is learning how to do this as well. But even if you guys are in no contact, which some of you are, this person is watching you, and they're seeing or studying you in some way, or however they can, and this is what they're sort of learning about you. It's like, even if this isn't true, they're wondering, like, is group one overcoming some sort of negativity or some sort of oppression of some kind, whether it's external or internal oppression or hardship? Because it kind of feels like you are, but yet at the same time, you are perceived as a very loving person by this person. Like I said, like you're princess or prince charming here. They feel like you are very romantic, that you have made a proposal, or that you will. It could be that your person's going to do this for some of you. But Spirit says follow your own intuition. I feel like that would be, you know, a very small percentage where you're gonna luck out and go on a fancy or romantic date tonight and be proposed to. Come back and let me know in the comment section if that does happen. But I feel like more so this has to do with what I said, that this person feels like you are. So in terms of just like general energies from the reading, I'm definitely seeing like changes or travel here is indicated, and we're seeing like this very fun sort of energy as well. So it's not all very like heavy or serious. This does feel light and fun, so it could be a crush type situation, or if you've been together for a long time, or if this has been going on for a long time, it still feels kind of new, or like you're gonna have a new beginning, because there's a lot of like sort of fun and energy regarding that. Or maybe you're just one of those couples that keeps things fresh, or just a playful young at heart people, or you just get that way when you're around each other. But did this person not want to lose their head with you? No, but I think that they just, maybe in another situation, you and or your person would be like, oh, this is too good to be true, or this is so romantic, I should be leery, I should be more careful. But with you guys, like your combined energy is one of just like clinking your glasses together, like you're on the same page. The feelings are mutual, and you don't mind saying so, or you don't mind acting like it, okay? And so this is either present energy, or this is what's coming here. So that's very, very positive. And I do see you guys, if you have had conflicts in the connection, working it out with that Seven of Wands. And excuse me, it may, for some of you, it may seem easier to give up, but with positive thoughts, you know, you definitely can overcome whatever these obstacles are. I feel like some of you are like waiting for your ships to come in with this person. I feel like your person is thinking more positively about this connection as well. There does appear to be a shift or change for the better in the connection. And what that looks like for you will vary depending on the issues. But it's a good thing to note that at the very least you guys can overcome this. It's just a matter of shifting shifting your energy from negative to positive, and focusing on the positive, keeping up a positive mental diet of focusing on what you do want to see versus what you don't, and focusing on your new story that you want to happen or that is happening, and letting go of the past. So I'm also getting that maybe there has been some denial in this connection, or your person could feel that you were in denial or they were in denial. I feel like it's slightly more that they were in denial, so maybe if there's been some resistance from this person in the past, or whatever reason any of you might be in no contact or low contact, it is that your person feels like they were in denial, and that now maybe they're in a situation where they're feeling trapped and unfulfilled. So for some of you, if you know there's some other situation going on, so we're saying yes, for some of you there is maybe a third party or a choice in love, then they just know that this person is feeling trapped. They're the one on the card in that case that is feeling unfulfilled. But the good news is they are experiencing a change of attitude, which is going to help their connection with you. Okay? So I definitely feel this person is having like more realistic expectations. Like they could have been just having unrealistic, unfair expectations towards you, and part of their shift in attitude is that they're having more realistic expectations, and so that's only going to benefit the connection. Okay, so I want to get just a couple more cards here. Anything else that we need to know, Spirit, regarding group 1 and their person and how their person feels about them, please? This one's kind of popping up. We've got the King of Wands. So more fire sign energy. I'm getting that this is your person for a lot of you with that fire sign masculine energy. It can represent some traits that you have as well. That, you know, and if you are somebody that's kind of bold, or a leader, or the leader of your friends group or at work, or you have that potential, there's something powerful and charming, courageous, brave about you, then that's how your person feels about you. And others of you, that is your person. What is the King of Wands doing here? What else do we need to know about how this person feels about group 1? This one's kind of popping up as well. Four of Cups. I'm sorry, Four of Pentacles. They're coveting you. They're holding on to this potential new beginning here. And if you guys are together now, they are really focused on making it a stable connection. So I am getting that this person could be a little bit of the jealous or possessive type. It's kind of like the shadow energy of the King of Wands a little bit. But mostly I'm getting for that Four of Pentacles that this person has a desire for long-term security. And with the Ace of Cups at the back of the deck, I feel like that includes feeling that a new beginning in this connection is going to provide them with that long-term security. But they do have a ton of emotions for you, so maybe this person could be containing that a bit with her, you know, holding the pentacle in front of her heart to sort of protect her heart. But yeah, I definitely get that could be one of the obstacles or challenges. Sometimes you guys could be feeling like you're beating a dead horse here with this person, maybe to try to get them to express their feelings, or in some cases accept your love offer. If you're more of the masculine, then they can feel like you are being a little closed off towards them. But yeah, I generally get that this person's focus is on long-term security and building a long-term security with you in the future. Okay. There was something else, but it escaped my attention. Oh, having a mature relationship. That's what it is. This person wants to, the way to make them feel secure, because they do have a lot of feelings for you, or the way to make you feel secure even. It's like this person they just want to build something with you. They want stability, consistency, like a good relationship for them and the relationship that they want to have with you. This new leaf they want to turn over in this connection because of the way that they feel about you. It has very much to do with achieving like an equal give and take in the connection, emotional stability, working through your differences, and standing and delivering, like really focusing on that long-term security, okay? Even if it's hard. Like this person really feels positive that things are shifting, have shifted, or will shift, and that with that comes, you know, the potential for a really healthy, committed relationship. So this is all very, very, very positive, and I am glad to read this for you guys. Because not often that we get very positive readings here where people are wanting to commit and there's love and mutual feelings and all of that good stuff. So Spirit, how else does Group 1's person feel about Group 1? We've got Mother. Okay. And we've got Judge. Okay. Let's get one more. Oh. And we've got Trickster. So, let's see what we got here. So some of you could be a mother, or this person could want to have a child with you. Maybe they do, but they just generally see you as a nurturing person. It's like more of that water energy, where it's nurturing, patient, like the card says, unconditional love. And also it's a card about giving birth to new life in this connection. Okay, let's see. I don't know if some of you, if you do have children, this person could feel like maybe, you know, or maybe you have tried to guilt this person in the past. For some of you, this person could be looking at you, trying to learn if that's what you was trying to do. There is some question in this person's mind, not for all of you, so just take what resonates and forget what doesn't, that this person feels almost like, you know how mothers can try to guilt their kids into getting them to do something they want them to do? Well, maybe they feel like you have done that, or they're questioning like, would you do that? Maybe their mother did that to them. But as far as that goes, I just think this person feels like a ton of love and affection from you. Like I said, some of you are really in love with this person or crushing very hard on this person. You're very passionate towards them. So, you know, for some of you, that could be the reason why, if this person's guarding their heart, they're guarding their heart because they just almost don't want to be swamped by your emotions, or because I think they have those emotions. In fact, I know that, you know, they do have the same kind of emotions for you. They like to be more reflective about it, though. I think it tires them out. So they need breaks, you know, periodically to sort of process that. But they do feel like you're nurturing and unconditionally loving in some sense, or in for some of you. And with this Judge card here, I do get that this person feels like maybe, I don't know if you've been critical of them, or they've seen you be critical or judgmental of other people. In some cases, you know, they could have seen you behave that way. But for the most part, you know, it's just that this person does feel like you are in charge in the connection, or that you could be in charge of the connection. I do feel like they're trying to learn if this is how you really are. And if it has been walking away in the connection, it could have been due to them feeling like maybe you were like reminding them of like a mother figure, and like laying down the law maybe in some cases, or just, I'm not saying you did do this, but they kind of feel like you implement your justice, right? Whether they agree with it or not. And in that case, you know, only for those that this person has walked away, that was one of the reasons and one of the obstacles that they feel like you guys can overcome, or that you are overcoming, needed to overcome, okay? But generally speaking, this is this person having compassion for you, and also feeling like you're a compassionate person, and that you're a fair person. And maybe this is one of the shifts that's occurring. You're becoming more positive, and as you become more positive, they that you're managing, you know, your power better, and so that you're not imposing it or being, you know, oppressive, or like even smothering in some ways. And if it's your person, if it's the other way around, I think that your person is really working on not being as judgmental or critical. They are working on, because they haven't gotten the results in their life that they want to, being the way that they have been, if they have been at all, you know, guilt tripping or smothering or imbalanced or judgmental. Like, they haven't gotten what they wanted out of this situation or life, so they're really working on that, and they're really focusing on that. I feel like this person is really in a learning curve towards you in this connection. I think that they are hoping that any sort of perceived shift for the better in this connection, or progress being made, is real, and they feel excited about the prospect that you guys are overcoming your differences, and that they're seeing what they need to see, and hopefully showing what they need to show to have a committed relationship with you, to have the kind of dreamy relationship that you both want. And for them, it does include, you know, wanting like a solid relationship, you know, a consistent, stable relationship. And so that's part of the equation for them. And maybe it's part of the equation for you as well. And if so, then that's what they want to give to you. So, yeah, I'm also getting that with the Trickster card, that, yeah, they have maybe questioned your motives, your agenda, or thought that maybe you were a little bit tricky. Whether you are, whether you're not. If you're not, you don't have to take the message, but there's some sort of like two sides to your personality, or they thought you did have that, or feel like maybe you can be a bit manipulative. But I do see that as something that maybe you did that. For some of you that did do that, and I know a lot of you are like, no, I'm not like that, but for some of you that did do that, that's what that Eight of Swords energy is about. Mask wearing to protect yourself, maybe mask wearing with others or this person, and that was just to sort of appear tougher than you are, or just to like protect yourself. A lot of people do that, you know. But they also see you as somebody that's kind of, you're unique, you're different, you're like an anomaly or unconventional. And like you're above anything that's ordinary, or like the card says, stuffy or predictable. So in that sense, they do like that you're like, if you are a bit changeable, and a lot of people have different sides of their personality, they like that they're seeing more of the positive sides of your personalities, yeah. Some of you have more than one, or different sides to your personality. They like that they're seeing it in a more positive light, and or that you're shifting to embrace or express those positive parts of your personality more so than some of the less positive sides, or less positive aspects of those, if that makes sense. I think I'm saying that right. So let's get to you some messages here. And if the reading is resonating, please hit that like button. It does help to support the channel. And subscribe if you haven't already. You can also share so we can get more viewers on the channel and keep it going. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. And thank you to those of you who have gotten private readings from me. Appreciate you guys. And my patrons, appreciate you. And my Instagram followers, I appreciate you. I'll be getting a new Instagram reading up this week. So for group 1, Spirit, their person of interest, what would their person of interest say, please? What would they like to say? If they had no fear and no filter, what would group 1's person say? I will be loyal to you. I know you get jealous, but know that I am committed to you. Okay, so I did mention jealousy earlier. Maybe you're the one that gets jealous. Maybe your person gets jealous. I feel like you both honestly get jealous. You might still get more jealous though. Just take it if it resonates. I do feel like that is especially applicable for those of you that know there's competition in the connection. Like other people are interested in your person, or there's some sort of third party situation. This person's letting you know that they understand, they know that you get jealous, you know, and that there's no reason for it, or there's not going to be, because they do have the intention to commit to you. Like they are seeing, like I said before, what they need to see that indicates that you guys can have a stable, consistent, committed relationship. So they're letting you know that with their commitment, when they make that commitment, they there will be no reason to be jealous. And in some cases, even if they don't, that they're still saying that there's no reason to be jealous. Okay. What else would group one's person like to say, please? How do they feel about group one? I want to see you again. And I feel like some of you will be seeing each other. I have things left that I need to say is at the back of the deck. Some of you will be seeing each other very, very soon, like today even. Okay, for more of you though, just know that this person they love to look at you. I feel like it's very specific. They like the way you look, and just know that if you have any doubt for whatever reason as to if this person does want to see you again, just know that they do want to see you again. Cards coming out. We've got your simple, like quantum physics, so saying that you are a little bit on the complicated side for them. You drive me crazy and this is a wild ride, but you are so worth it. So regardless of ups and downs, this person is saying that you are worth it. And this, like I said, this person is really into you. So that is really nice to see. What else would this person say to group one if they had no fear, no filter, please? This one popping out. Proposal. Wow. And I did say that, didn't I? Proposal. So some of you really are getting like a proposal from this person. Could be a marriage proposal. We've got twin flame connection, or recognition rather, showing up at the back of the deck. Or it could just be like an offer, the offer of a date. So there is some sort of an offer being made here. Your romance is about to evolve and level up. And we've got twin flame recognition. You know the soul that mirrors your own. So for our twin flames out there, or the higher level soulmates, are just people that feel a deeper connection with this person. Bottom line, this person sees himself in you and vice versa. So it's a positive thing there. How does this person feel about group one, please, Spirit? We've got stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking, and faith will bring you romance. And then we've got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, yeah, some of you will be making the romantic gesture. This person is letting you know it is safe to express your feelings, to have an open heart towards them, and they do want you to keep on staying optimistic because it is shifting the connection for the better here. So they're letting you know that, and that they are also staying optimistic and thinking positive regarding you, and having more faith in this connection where you know, is important, where that's important, especially if ever this person didn't have faith in this connection. They're letting you know that they are having faith in it now. Having more faith in the connection here. How does this person feel about group 1? We've got awakening your true self. So this person does feel like, and we've got positive expectations again trying to pop out. They want you to have powerful expectations. We've got positive expectations, and then we've got inner power here. This person they could be seeing you embrace your inner power. It's making you more attractive as you come back into your own and into your inner power and being true to yourself. This person is like, they're impressed by that. And they are seeing like a transformation occur here. So maybe, you know, you are being more true to yourself, whereas sometimes in connections what people do is they stop being who they are to try to fit into somebody else's lifestyle or to be the way that they think that other person wants them to be, and they're not seeing that anymore. They see you being more authentic into yourself. Now if you're not the one that did that, it could be that your person is the one that has done that. In some cases, you know, if they, yeah, I just feel like this person is getting more in touch with their feminine side, regardless of gender, because we all have masculine and feminine. This person's getting more in touch with their feminine side, and that's making them a little bit more receptive and helping them to make the choice to progress this connection and to open up their heart to it, and to see that it has a lot of value and a lot of potential. Okay, this can be not only a partnership, but you know, a deep love as well, and that they can be receptive to it. So it does feel like this person feels like you're strong, you're coming into your strength, into your power, and that you're making them feel more strong and powerful as well. And the passion's very strong and powerful as well. And it feels like that this connection, because of those reasons, can overcome any obstacles or challenges or rivalry or anything to that effect. So I'm going to get you a few charms, not very many because we're out of time, but we'll get you a few charms. Dust this off. Goes to show how long it's been since I used my charm tray. Okay. So go ahead and think about your person, guys. Get a few charm spirits to help give us a couple more messages for group 1. So we've got a purple, I was gonna say a purple slipper for some reason. It's not a slipper, it's a flip-flop. Back in the day we called them thongs. Hey, maybe your person likes it when you wear thongs. Maybe they like the color purple on you, who knows. But we're seeing, you know, and that's what you would wear when it's warm outside. So something of significance could be happening here in the spring or summer here. Maybe some of you are going to take a trip near the water or something along those lines. Your person would like to do that. And the color purple does stand for wisdom and power, especially spiritual power. So it feels like this person is feeling you're a spiritually powerful person, and this connection is spiritually powerful or more meaningful. Okay, but it still has like this youthful playfulness to it with the tulip, because the tulip, it comes forth in the springtime. It's kind of a delicate flower, but it also is kind of like the kind of flower that gives you, you know, hope and optimism. It just makes you happy when you see it. And feeling like this person feels like you are just a lovely person, like you kind of like that flower, and that this connection is not only passionate, not only do you guys desire and love each other in many cases, but you're also friends. And it's also just a happy, affectionate connection. And I feel like it has helped like their self-esteem to be more confident. And there's something about you, I think it's helped yours as well. But I think that your love is really transformative, or has been, for this person, to just see that they can overcome obstacles. And if they've ever been like the jealous type, that just the way that you are in this connection makes them feel like they don't have to be that way. So it's almost like the roles are reversed. Now they feel like they're in a position to make you feel more confident. If you feel unconfident about their loyalty, they feel like they're in a position to be more confident. We've got flowers twice, so this person could be giving you flowers, right? That could be like the offer that they make for some of you. And then we've got this blue square, which shows stability, okay? Light blue color is about purity, pure intentions, serenity, mental clarity, and compassion. And a square is typically associated with stability, consistency, and something being solid. Maybe a little bit, I mean, it's going to be still some work involved, but it does feel that your person feels like they have pure intentions, and you have pure intentions, that you value them and see them as potential partner material as well, that you feel like, or you will see that they can provide for you, and that you guys can have like a serious relationship here. And I also feel like you respect them, and that you honor their masculinity for many of you. That's what I'm getting from that. You're honoring their masculinity. This is nice. I like this reading, guys. So thank you for tuning in. I hope that was helpful. Again, if you'd like a private reading, they're 15% off. You can contact me by looking at the information in the description box down below. Again, please do like and subscribe and share. And we're going to move on to group 2. Welcome, group 2. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So today's reading is, how do they feel for you? How does your person of interest feel about you? So what we've got here is the movie tarot, pre-shuffled, and we'll pull more cards as needed. But first I want to let you know what kind of message that I'm getting here, so you can decide if this is the right reading for you. I am feeling that some of you are very balanced between your masculine and feminine energy, okay? If you're masculine, you're in touch with your emotions or your sensitive side. But I feel like since the majority who watch my channel are feminine, I do feel like, you know, you're just very much in tune with that feminine side. Like, you're sensitive, you're emotional. You can express your masculine side as well. Like I said, I feel like it is balanced. But you're definitely getting, especially if you're a masculine watching, or if you tend to usually be masculine, it's like you're coming more into your feminine side. And your person of interest is coming across as kind of like the Fool energy, the tarot card. So I don't know if you're dealing with somebody who is Aquarius or has it strong in their chart. But maybe you're an Aquarius, but it doesn't matter, because the energy of the person that you're here for is coming across as very playful, very trusting, maybe a little too trusting at times or with certain people. But this is somebody that's a risk taker. I mean, it's like maybe, you know, once they move on from something, you know, they have a tendency to stay away, or, you know, I do feel like, honestly, some of you, you know, I wasn't getting this as much with group 1, but I am getting with you guys that could be that this relationship has ended. Maybe you or your person feels like there is no second chances. And if that is the case, I feel like this person came into your life to help you to grow and transform. They were a catalyst. Okay? So while some of you were very much in your feelings, very sensitive, it's like Sense and Sensibility sort of vibes here, with the Jane Austen book / movie. Okay, that's what that is, Sense and Sensibility. And like, you guys are sensibility. You're very much like in that soft feminine energy, and then your person of interest is more in like the energy of one of the love interests in the movie. I can't remember his name, but kind of just like a, you know, I don't want to say a player, but maybe in some cases, yeah, a player, somebody that I don't feel like it's kind of like malicious, although, you know, it can be if you know they are. I feel like it's more innocent, or just not ready for a serious relationship. That has been their energy. So we'll see what comes out in the reading, but if this sounds like your reading, please feel free to stick around. Otherwise, you can choose another group from the timestamps down below, or choose another reading from the playlists linked down below, okay? So for the cards that we got for you guys, we've got the Page of Cups. And that is very much the energy I was picking up for you guys as well. We've got the Queen of Swords, And we've got Justice. So, we've got strong water, strong air, especially Libra energy here, okay? So, you know, with that Page of Cups, I think he actually did come out in reverse. I want to say he did come out in reverse. Yeah, pretty sure. So I feel that, well, my general feeling here to start off with is that you have been hurt. Like you have been hurt, or your person has been hurt. You could have hurt this person, actually. But somebody here has been hurt in love, and it could have been due to an offer being rejected. Somebody could have even sent a message that went unanswered or wasn't responded to, or got like not the response that they wanted. Some of you, it could have just simply been that you didn't tell this person how you felt. And others of you, it was the other way around, because energies can be switched or vice versa in a general reading. So it could have been that your person did not respond. Yeah, I feel like some of you, they were planning to respond, but the anxiety prevented them from making the decision to respond. And so if that's the case, then especially for you, this is the message that, you know, they feel like they have made you feel rejected for not responding, or maybe just in general, and or for not telling you how they felt. I definitely feel like you are, or at the very least, you're coming across as like you're not putting up with any more BS with that Queen of Swords energy. Once she puts her foot down, she puts her foot down. It's like you've been hurt too many times in the situation, and now you're turning that pain into power, and you're no longer like dealing with this person in the same way. Again, this could not be the case. You could, I'm getting in a very kind of sensitive energy from you guys, but this could be how your person feels. Like they didn't respond, or they didn't offer you the love when they had the chance. And some of you, this connection is over, has been like ended, so, or is ending. And so like they feel like you're in that sharp Queen of Swords energy, that that you're just doing your thing, you're being independent, you demand equality, you demand equal give and take, and you're just not going to deal with any sort of nonsense. Like you want somebody who is on the same page as you, and that's totally, you know, understandable. I do get to that your person, yeah, this is the main story that I'm getting, so choose another group if it's not resonating. But I do get like your person is like feeling like you are being unjust. Like if you are punishing them in any way, like just maybe simply by putting yourself first and like demanding something more from this person, or if you cut this person out for whatever reason, they're feeling like that's unfair, that you are giving them a punishment that is too severe, that they don't deserve, that you're being maybe a bit extreme. They do acknowledge like a power imbalance. I don't know if that was the imbalance they created, you created, or, but right now they feel like whoever this Queen of Swords is representing, that you are being extreme, basically. Probably just because you're holding them to account. So you can weigh that out in your mind and try to decide like which scenario is for you, or like who it is. Is the energy switched? But this person is, I feel like, weighing it out, like trying to decide too, like, is it my doing, right? Is she being unjust, or is it, you know, what I deserve? But some of them are leaning towards, you know, it's not really what they deserve. They don't feel like they feel like you're being a little extreme in your karma towards them. And maybe for some of you, you feel like this person's being extreme in their karma towards you. So like if you hurt this person because you were not ready, you know, then you could feel like this person is being especially cold towards you, and that you don't deserve it. Some of you, I feel like you somebody is potentially repeating like a past childhood sort of traumatic event, or like a sense of rejection learned in childhood. And so like, even if, you know, the conflict, whatever happened in the connection wasn't that severe or wasn't that bad, it struck somebody as like a severe rejection because it's rooted in rejection they experienced in childhood. That's going to be for some. So it's like a need to repeat, or a need to break that pattern of betrayal rooted in childhood and not repeat it anymore. So so we're getting, let's get some more clarification here. I really feel like for some of you that's more your person than it is you, but just take it how it resonates. So go ahead and think about your person, group 2. Let's get some clarification on this reading. Spirit, what else do we need to know about how this person feels about group 2? We've got King of Pentacles. So more than likely that's your person. Oh, got another card coming out. And we've got Temperance. Yeah, I definitely get this person is thinking this out. Could be fantasizing about you, but they're considering their options regarding you, like how can they fix things between the two of you? Like I said before, they're trying to decide this. So they are putting themselves in your shoes, which I think is good, because I feel like this person is somebody that when they walk away from a situation, you know, that they never look back. And if this person hasn't walked away, it's like this person does have like an innocent or playful energy about them that's not usually the most introspective energy, but in this case this person is like thinking about and weighing options here, like what approach they should take towards you next, and kind of trying to see things, you know, from your point of view as well. I do think this person feels vulnerable. They could be being defensive, or they feel vulnerable because you're being defensive. I think there's probably a bit of mirroring going on here. But this person, they are feeling vulnerable, okay? Like you make them feel vulnerable. Maybe they didn't always feel this way, but they are feeling it now. And just the thought of wanting to like fix things between the two of you, and maybe like feel more secure in the connection again, or to even change your mind about the connection to fix things, basically, in order to get back on the same page. The thought of that makes them feel vulnerable, because I think that this person would usually just like cut their losses and move on, or just like, you know, give up too easily. But this person's not wanting to do that. They're more in coming across as this King of Pentacles. So they could be an earth sign. We've got Temperance here, that Sagittarius energy. So actually, if they're in this energy, then this is good, because it shows that, you know, they're thinking about or embodying more of a mature, stable energy, which means that, you know, they could potentially have a more mature and stable relationship in the future, and or this is what they want to have with you, and they feel like having with you. I do feel like this person wants to be supportive of you. I think this person too could potentially want to impress you, right? Maybe with their money, or what they have, or what they can offer you, even with just the amount of friends that they have, or even just to show you how understanding they are, and how caring they are, and what a good person like they can be, and what a good friend they can be as well. Definitely get this person wants to do the right thing and wants to learn their lessons, but also they're wanting to show you something that will you know, increase the bond or repair the bond between the two of you. It feels like they want to show you that they can be stable and more mature, and that they are in this energy of balance, which is good to see this, because again, this person was not coming across as that. They are coming across as more risk-taking, whereas I'm getting almost like a Temperance, well, we've got Temperance, but I'm getting more of like a Hierophant, Taurian energy from this person too, with that King of Pentacles. But regardless of their sign, I guess what I mean to say is that this person is feeling like more balanced, and like more patient, more self-controlled, more moderate, and even maybe that in time and divine timing you guys can overcome the connection, any endings or conflicts in the connection, and that they will stop holding themselves back and take action towards this connection, or at least communicate with you. Okay, so let's get yeah, I just saw 2 of Cups, which is interesting. So we got 2 cups, and then he's got 2 cups in his hand, so it's like merging your energies together in order to find something that works. Okay, so let's get a message from this person. What would this person say to group 2 if they had no fear, no filter, spirit? Group 2, if this is your reading, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. That does help to keep the channel going. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box. If it's not resonating, that's okay. Choose another group or another reading from the playlist linked down below. Angels, for group 2, what would their person say to them? I'd say you're my dream come true, but that would be an understatement. Wow. So we did see that 7 of Cups. This person is, like the card says, dreaming about you. Could be literally dreaming about you, but also I think they're like weighing their options for potential path forward. Yeah, I can't come forward right now. So that's why they're just dreaming about doing it. But at the back of the deck, I don't know how much longer I can do this. So it's like they don't know how much longer they can stay away from you and not come forward. They don't know how much longer they can just dream about you versus actually, start something with you or start something new with you. What else would group 2's person say? Loosen your grip, but don't let go. So they're asking you to be patient. I mean, it's up to you whether you want to or not. We got Temperance. That's a card of patience. Your person is being patient while they figure out, what they want to do next. They're asking you to hold on. Don't hold on too tightly, but to hold on. And in the back of the deck, we've got, after everything I've done, how can you still love me? So after everything I've done, how can you still love me? So I feel like that's probably part of the hesitation, depending on what they have done. That's part of the hesitation in coming forward. Knowing that maybe they just really took this way too lightly, whereas you were way more emotionally invested in the connection, and now you're the Queen of Swords, which is a harder, more cold energy, at least towards this person. So, that's a question that they ask themselves. Like, how could group 2 still love me? How could group 2 still want me? That sort of thing. Okay. How else does this person feel about? Ooh, wow. Wow, they feel like you're Conan the Destroyer. They feel like you have meted out justice. And somehow that makes you more attractive, yes? They actually feel like the distance and the breakup or the walking away, whatever's happened like that's created distance, the emotional distance, has actually made you a better match for them, because maybe you were too soft. Maybe you were that Page of Cups in reverse in the past with this person, or you had those traits, or they recognized that potential within you, and now they feel like you've come into your power, but they're also kind of scared of it a little bit. They respect it, but they're a little afraid because you have the power, like the card says, to destroy others' dreams or potential. And they have a dream of coming towards you and starting something new. And they have a dream of, for many of you, having a serious relationship. And then this also talks about like catalytic energy. Like I said, this person's a catalyst for change within you. We can definitely see if this is you. That has happened. Page of Cups in reverse to the Queen of Swords. But for some of you, this person feels like you have been a catalyst for them as well, which makes sense. I think you have gotten them more in touch with their feelings, and they've gotten you more in touch with your, kind of like with your ego. Definitely with your logic, with your mind. Okay? But the card also talks about preparing for a new life, releasing what's destructive and preparing for a new life. So this is what this person wants to happen. And do they feel like this is what you want to happen too? They do feel like you have already embarked on a new adventure, like you are going towards something. And whether it's them or not, they feel like definitely you have turned over a new leaf in your life. But they would like to start a new phase in the connection with you. How does this person feel about group 2? Got the Visionary. So whether you have become more in your ego or not, they do still feel like you are an intuitive person and that you have this capacity to turn your vision into reality. It's almost like the magician energy, okay? Virgo, Gemini energy. So you have that potential there. And this person does see you as like a vision, like the card says, like a visionary. Maybe you're ahead of your time. You're able to see things that others cannot see, whether that's like literally in terms of the spirit world, like if you're a medium or a mystic of some kind, or whether that is just like in a very mundane sense, like and when it comes to practical everyday living, at work or in the world. Like you can anticipate things, like you have a way of seeing, ahead of the curve. And that you do help people. Like when you do get a vision or an idea or an insight, you do share it with other people without expecting anything in return. So I think they admire that. So how does this person feel about... We got student. Okay. So with the student card, you could literally be a student. Some of you, this person does feel a little bit judgmental when they feel like, for those of you who come across as arrogant, like I was saying, many of you will have an insight and you'll help people with your insights and you don't expect anything in return. Some of you can get in your ego or in your head about that, or your person feels like you do, and maybe like you could be like a know-it-all or in some other way show some sort of arrogance about the knowledge that you have. That's not going to be for everyone, so don't let it trigger you if it's not you, but I am getting that. And the card is saying that again, it's talking about destruction. So there's something this person feels like you have this power, it's, and it can be for good or for evil, right? Because she's the Queen of Swords, and the sword is the symbol of both protection and striking somebody down. So this person, I do feel like they have a respect for your power. And if they didn't before, then they're seeing you in a different light, and this is contributing to them having more respect for you. Some of you, maybe you sit in judgment a lot. I don't know, again, I'm just the messenger. But your person could feel that. That maybe you, like the card says, you are sometimes, unwilling to translate knowledge into action. So maybe you live in your head more, or, like your Lady Justice on her, on her pedestal. And You sort of rule your kingdom from your throne, but you maybe are not as hands-on as this person, you know, feels like you should be, or this is just something that they've noticed. But I'm also getting that this person feels that, you know, you do have two sides to the story, that you can be humble and devoted. Again, like I said before, you do share your insights to help people without expectation of anything in return. And that you are somebody that likes to learn. And when people like to learn, you know, nobody's perfect. If you are a knowledgeable person, you know, you're going to want to share that knowledge. And depending on your mood, you might share that knowledge freely and be very, like, giving with it. Other times you might feel a little bit smug about your knowledge, right? So I just get that this person is, in a way, seeing you in your fullness, both your light and your dark, for those that part resonates with. How does Group 2's person feel about Group 2, please, Spirit? We got time apart. Yeah, some of you are definitely in separation from this person. And I'm looking at her face, and I feel like that is how your person feels that they made you feel. And now you're being cold towards them, and they feel like you're, for many of you, they do feel like you're punishing them. We've got signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. This person does feel like you have some sort of a divine connection, some sort of extrasensory insight. And also, this person does feel like they're getting signs and clues from the universe about you and about having an emotional new beginning in this connection. For some of you, you know, this is a spiritual connection, potentially twin flame or higher level soulmate. But either way, they do feel like they are getting, you know, signs and clues that they should do something. That they need to have a new beginning in this connection. And even for some of you, that you could be the one. We've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So it does feel like your person, you know, does want to make the effort towards you. They want to repair the connection. You know, I do feel like they have suffered from a lack of focus, you know, on this connection, or a lack of ambition just in general, but some of them are perfectionists too. Some of you, the way things have gone is a matter of, like, karmic lessons from a past life. Feel guided to get you a past life card on that. Let me do that. Whereas maybe this person is somebody that needs to learn how to assert themselves and make the effort. They perhaps have been too passive or unfocused in more than one lifetime. Show us the applicable past life for Group 2 and their person of interest, please, that's affecting the connection. And even if you don't believe in past life, just take it as an additional message. Imprisonment and slavery, and then we've got Egypt at the back of the deck. So it does go along with the Justice card. So, and the Queen of Swords. Both of them are about, like, justice, using your head to make those decisions, using cold hard logic. So how does this apply to Group 2? Their person was enslaved in the past life, or the viewer was? I think that you were imprisoned in some way, shape, or form, and it was within your person's power to help you, and they didn't do it. For some of you, they actually did try to do it, but they were unable to. They either gave up or lost direction. Some of them literally couldn't get to you. There was a distance to come and try to help you, to advocate for you, or to help to take you away from whatever was imprisoning you, whether that was technical prison or some other situation that made you feel imprisoned. And this person could not either travel to you, or they just simply couldn't make it, or gave up on the connection. So for some of you that actually did just like give up on the connection, leaving you out in the cold or making you feel that way. Some of them, I am just more leaning towards this person. It's not like they abandoned you. It's like they couldn't make it. They could have been hung up themselves, or could have been involved in the justice system that was, yeah, they were involved in the justice system that was holding you back for some of you. Some of them were like, wow, some of them let you down because they were representing you. And I feel like your soul came in thinking that, yeah, that's where that betrayal comes from. You came into this world attracting betrayal, aligning with that energy, because our energy aligns with other energies, and that creates our experience. And it's not something we do on purpose. It's often very unconscious until we learn how to make it conscious, so we can address it. And I feel like when I talked about earlier, coming to the world with a sense of, or like with a relationship pattern that's based in or rooted in like betrayal, I thought maybe it was from childhood, but it could even have come from before then. You put your faith in the wrong person you found in that life. For those that resonates with, this person represented you in the legal system like a lawyer, and they're trying to represent you, and you put your faith in them, and they weren't able to help you, or were not able to help you enough. And so again, this is like a repeating pattern. So in this life, the situation is different, right? It's like you guys are taking on the roles of it being a romantic relationship, but still this person has let you down. Okay. Wow. So, wow. So now you're punishing them. This person feels punished by you, but you're like trying to teach them, how they made you feel. How else does this person feel about group 2? Okay, no more from this deck. How does group 2's person feel about them, please? Yeah, you're standing your ground. They really see you as standing your ground, being honest with yourself. It takes a certain amount of courage, sternness, and grit to be honest with yourself, and to understand with the inner child at the back of the deck that some of the pain that you've experienced in this connection, was a result of deeper issues that you had. And I think, what I'm getting, it's that you needed to learn to stand up for yourself and not expect somebody to save you or stand up for you. Especially if the past life scenario resonated with you, where you put your trust in this person, they let you down. However that played out, then you came in repeating the same sort of I'm hearing dependency issue, and you have learned and now to stand up for yourself. So your person is feeling like you are standing your ground. You trust in your strong feelings, and you stand your ground and following them. You're no longer questioning yourself or giving your power away to anybody else. And while you still have a heart, you are not letting it make your decisions for you. And it's like you're in your parent mode instead of letting your inner child run the show, at least towards them. Whereas I feel like this person did, especially in the past, really let their inner child just do whatever the hell it wanted, and it hurt the connection. So it does feel like there is karma, being worked out between the two of you. And so let's get you a few charms before ending the reading here. It's just going to be a few charms. For Group 2 Spirit, how does Group 2's person feel about them? Oh, we did have this one try to come out. But I thought that was too many charms, and it's I care, Grumpy Bear. So, how does your person feel about you? They feel like even though you're being a grumpy bear, you do still care. So you're not fooling them if you think that you are. And if they're being grumpy, they do still care about you. They still have feelings for you. They want a new beginning here. And they believe that. They believe they can have it. There's a Christmas lights there, so maybe Christmas has significance. Or that time of year. This person feels like you are justice-oriented. Somebody who has served in the military. I'm getting military vibes from you a little bit. Or law enforcement. Somebody could do that as well. But when we see an eagle, we typically think of like, a predator. Or somebody that's being very perceptive. You can see just like her look on her face, kind of side-eyeing the situation with like a cold expression. I do feel like your person feels that. Also that you are flying high, and with the crystal ball here, it's like your intuitiveness and your ability to see past the surface of things is actually helping you to heal and grow. It's been an asset to you learning one of the lessons that I feel you were meant to learn, and what this person was a catalyst to teach you is to stand up for yourself. And their lesson was to learn to make the effort, like a greater effort. Like, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So this person likely could have tried harder, and they know that. They feel like they could have tried harder. We've got this tree of life here. So that is another sign this is past life business. And it does show that you guys are on the same soul tree, that there is a soulmate connection. This little ball and chain was trying to stick to the tree of life. So it's like maybe it is your guys' destiny to end up together, end up committed. Again, with the ball and chain, that is a symbol of imprisonment in the past lives, like in the old days, 1800s, and I think even into the 1900s. They would put the ball and chain on the inmates so they couldn't run away. We've got a fish here, so you could be dealing with someone who has Pisces in their chart. Otherwise, they just show like some emotions here that we know that your person has for you. And many of them do still believe that you have that for them as well. And then we've got this little ballerina dancer here, which I feel like this is your inner child, right? This is kind of how you are, like, at your core. Very sensitive, emotional person inside, with like in touch with their feminine side. And I think that you're just not showing that to this person anymore. You're instead showing them like that you're in control, but they feel like you're taking it too far. Okay? Or some of you are very focused on your money, and they feel like you're taking your focus on your money and your work a little too far. Like there's something that you're being excessive about with regard to them that they feel is unfair to them. But this is what we've got for you, Group 2. I hope that was helpful, and if it was, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. If you'd like a private reading, they're 15% off. My contact information is in the description box down below. And we're going to get started with Group 3. All right, welcome group 3. Thanks for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So we've got your cards here, and I'm going to let you know what I'm picking up first off so you can decide if this is the right reading for you. So right off the bat, group 3, I feel like a lot of you are really happy for some reason. For some of you, this is a newer connection. Yeah, because it feels like you guys both like each other a lot. That's kind of like the energy that I'm getting. There is, maybe you just learned that this person likes you or that they like you back. But even if it's an older connection, like the vibe between the two of you is this feeling of like, you know, there's potential in this connection. Like romance could be blooming, something could be happening or starting, or maybe you guys have started flirting, or there is this fun flirting energy going on, or just kind of like this understanding that you guys want to date each other even if you're not, okay? So I feel like you're, some of you are quite successful. Maybe you're just generally a positive or happy person, but I feel like there is some sort of energy of excitement or just really feeling stoked about the potential and the connection with this person. And your person is coming across as, like, I can see why you'd be interested in this person, because they do kind of feel like a leader, like they are sort of like enchanting, or I feel like this person has swag, okay? They come across as very confident, maybe overconfident in some cases, but definitely like charming. I do think that this person has a very strong ego. For some of you, it could be compensating for low self-esteem, and I think maybe they're definitely less confident than what they appear, but on the surface they seem very charming. So we'll see what else comes out. So if this sounds like your reading, feel free to continue watching. Otherwise, choose another group or another reading from the playlists linked down below. So we're using the John Holland deck for group 3. So the first card that came out for you guys is number 4, Discontent. Number 8, Emotional Withdrawal. And number 12, Sacrifice, which is the Hanged Man in this deck, okay? So, you know, for some of you, this is past energy, and you guys have, you know, maybe thought that this person didn't like you like this, or that they didn't like you anymore, and it's like something has happened. Either you have been in contact with this person through friends maybe, or seen them, you know, when you're out and about with your friends, or they're part of your friends group somehow. That'll be for some of you. I do definitely get, though, that this connection is changing. So even if it ended, or if it's been a certain kind of connection up until now, the reason you're so happy, there's a reason for it, okay? It's because, well, I mean, if we look at the cards here, we've got discontent and boredom. So that shows, you know, I feel like this is mostly like past energy that, and this is how your person feels about you. So this is how they're feeling, like, you know, that you were not interested in them. So I don't know if you were just not interested in this person, or you weren't showing it, or this person is misinterpreting, right? But they felt like you lacked interest in them. For some of you, maybe, you know, you just took this person for granted. Energies can be switched, or vice versa in a general reading, so flip it around if it's the other way around. But I do feel like this person, this is their point of view, right? This is how they felt, and this does feel like past energies. For some of you, it could be current energies if this is someone that you have recently met, but it does feel like the connection is undergoing a change. So it feels like you have to have known this person before, even just like have a little history with them. And it's, I feel like whoever it was that felt like the other one was not interested in them before, excuse me, is, or did walk away from the connection, or at least emotionally withdrew from the connection here. I do get some sort of sense of community. So maybe this person left the connection in order to go back to their hometown, or to to visit elsewhere. They could have physically, so if they physically left, it was like maybe to meet up with family or something. But it was also to withdraw from the connection because of walking away with a heavy heart, feeling like you didn't feel the same about them as they felt about you. And I get too that it was a sacrifice for this person to walk away. Okay? Whoever walked away, it was a sacrifice because they didn't want to do it, but they just didn't feel like the connection was going anywhere or that they were being appreciated enough. Okay? So definitely getting some withdrawal here. It could have been that this connection for the odd few where this is a relationship or a longer term, or you've known each other longer, that maybe things just got too routine in the connection. Somebody here could have settled for a connection due to like security reasons, like choosing stability or security over love. You know, that will not resonate for everybody, and some of you that is actually an epiphany is what I'm hearing. Whether you did it or your person did it, but it does feel like there has been some sort of expression or development in the connection. Somebody expressed something, there's been a development in the connection, which is renewed life or hope that it can. I mean, people are feeling good here between the two of you, despite sort of the gloomy nature of the cards. Which is why I said, you know, this does feel like, you know, past energies where, for whatever reasons, you know, somebody had to cut their losses. Felt like they put in a lot of effort somewhere, and then despite their best efforts, it did not pay off. It did not work out. It was a failure in their perspective. And it could have been like you guys just lost your spark because of the routine, just got too routine. Or this was a casual connection maybe. Yeah, maybe. Not for all of you. But somebody is just was not wanting to continue on with the casual connection. If they didn't want a casual fling, they wanted to get more serious. Okay? But it's like they had to sacrifice this connection because the other person was not on board with that, or I'm getting a few different scenarios, like your person, I think they're getting downloads about this connection. They were trying to avoid being left out, trying to avoid being left out in the cold, trying to avoid getting their heart broken. So some of you could have pushed this person away, or they walked away for that reason, or you did. And it was a sacrifice, bottom line. It was. And so it feels like this connection was or has been suspended while people were taking new directions. But there's also now a new direction in the making. So people are letting go of the fear of getting their heart broken, or of committing, or that this is just a casual connection, and realizing that you guys actually do have deeper feelings for each other, that this romance is blooming or has that potential, that you guys both do like each other. So it does feel like your person feels that I think you both feel that there's more meaning to this connection than what you had initially thought. Okay? So, yeah, we've got partnerships and alliances at the back of the deck. So this person and you, I feel like you mutually, again, like you guys are both feeling like this connection can develop. It can expand. And maybe there is distance. Maybe it is long distance. Or there is some sort of travel involved in the connection. And that's coming through as well. So let's get a couple of extra cards, Spirit. What else does... what else do we need to know about this? Or how else does Group 3's person feel about them, please? We've got 2 cards coming out. We've got Spiritual Strength, 9 of Wands, and we've got Awareness, which is the Magician. So we've got solitude at the back of the deck. So one of the good things that has come from this separation, if you're in separation or this emotional withdrawal, is that, I mean, both of these cards are actually spiritual, especially the Four of Cups. Another interpretation of the Four of Cups is meditation. Sacrificing worldly possessions or worldly interests to get in touch with your inner voice. So does your person feel that's what you've done? Maybe you've talked to this person about spiritual topics before. I do feel like this person feels like this is what you've done. They feel like you have been, like you've achieved some sort of enlightenment or even ecstasy. For some of you, very spiritual or spiritually advanced. Your person feels like your pain has what has initiated the spiritual growth or enlightenment within you. They see you, though, as a very spiritually strong person. With that Nine of Wands, it's a card of the wounded warrior. It's also the card that says that with persistence, you guys can turn over like a new leaf. Like you guys can work through your obstacles. And this person does feel like through the withdrawal or disconnect that you have come to clarity about a decision that you want to make, maybe more than one decision, also about a wake-up call about your life's purpose. It's interesting because, wow, I think this person wants to talk to you about, like, from their heart. They're wanting to express themselves from the heart. I think they're wanting to change to be able to do that, yes? I think this person feels like to expand the connection and sort of like reap the rewards of the past efforts or the efforts that are currently being put into it. In order for it to get to a place like commitment, they know they have to open their heart. But I do feel like you guys are both guarded. And this person is not great at opening their heart. I do feel like, I said, your person, however confident they might appear to be, they are ego-driven. They do compensate for low self-esteem through appearing more confident than they are. And so it's just this feeling like this person feels like to advance the connection, they have to open their heart to you. And then in order to do that, they have to change. And for some of you, that was a reason why it ended, if it did end. But for more of you, it's like this person is coming to terms with that. Like they're having a reckoning. There's a reckoning going on. Some sort of karmic justice is at play. They're realizing like they're only going to get what they give. And that there is a win-win situation that can happen in the connection. But they have to be honest with themselves and with you. So they are coming to this conclusion, this understanding that to transcend the obstacles in the connection and advance it forward, make it into the kind of relationship that you both want it to be, because it does feel like you both sense that this can be more, that it can be committed, or that there can be a new beginning here. I feel like you guys just have feelings for each other. I don't think you really even want to label it necessarily, unless you know that you do, then that's different. But I just feel like you guys feel like, you in particular, feel like this person is just very exciting and makes you feel like you're on cloud nine, and they're like a wish fulfillment for you. And your person feels essentially the same. Like you guys feel each other's energy. You guys are pretty much on the same page. Even though the connection has ups and downs, and sometimes one person has the upper hand or will, and then it flips around and the other person has the upper hand, it's like it doesn't matter, because you guys are still feeling each other pretty much the same way. Okay? So this person, they're growing in their strength, in their inner strength. And it takes inner strength to be honest with yourself and to admit that you know, that you have been afraid, and that you have been hiding behind your ego, and that you haven't been truly authentic. And to admit that you want a new beginning, or that you want to change, that you want to turn over a new leaf, and that you want something. It just takes courage sometimes to admit that you want something. But I feel like their guides are talking to them, communicating with them. They're getting downloads about this connection. They're being guided to awaken to the sacrifices that they need to make in order to be, in order to move up to the next level, right? In order to have this with you. And it feels like some of the sacrifices they need to make is like if they're too in their ego, if they're being like arrogant or even bullying or patronizing ever, or if they're just like masking, if they are taking you for granted, if they have their heart blocked off, if they put too much focus or emphasis on shallow material things, things of that nature. Because I feel like many of you are more spiritual. Your person feels like you're more spiritual than they are. So they're less evolved in that sense because they're too 3D. They're kind of like in devil energy a little bit, right? For those that understand what the devil card means, a focus on, you know, attachments. So they're needing to sacrifice, they're getting downloads to sacrifice their attachments in order to make this new direction with you, okay? And to have a more meaningful relationship too. And there is a feeling that you guys kind of both have different versions of that. So there's this energy that this person feels like you guys need to, you know, put your egos aside and sort of like, you know, conform to each other's like expectations, wants, needs, and desires, you know, like equally, and maybe be a little bit more conventional or traditional in meeting each other's expectations, or a little bit more traditional in your rules or whatever. This is feel like definitely there's a need to put egos aside in order to compromise and come up with solutions that will allow you guys to move forward here. So that's all coming through. So reflect on that, Spirit is saying, and use it to your advantage, or just like to help you get what you want, right? Because yeah, you are very happy, a lot of you. And if you're not happy, you certainly have the potential to. I think that you will be happy if you follow the guidance given here in the reading. If this reading is resonating. So if it is resonating, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. We've got, you are beautiful inside and out. I love to stare at you. I love your smile. Wow. So I did think this person was a charmer. Like, they have a way with words. They can give a good compliment. Those are pretty good compliments. You are beautiful inside and out. I love to stare at you. I love your smile. And I do see you guys smiling. I see you both smiling, but you in particular, group 3. So if you're not smiling yet, I feel like you will be. Because I've said from the start that you are giving off very happy vibes, and there is this understanding that you both mutually like and care for each other. At the very least, like each other, and see this romance happening and blooming. What other guidance does this person have? Or rather, well, maybe guidance, but what else would group 3's person say to them about how they feel? The longing eats away at me. So the longing eats away at me. This person is longing for you. I'm in love with you. Well, there you go. There you go. Now you got it. I think this person does feel like you are the one for them, and it's like the universe has showed this to them. Like, once they sort of opened up to receiving those downloads, whether they were open or not, they got those downloads. They're being guided to realize certain things, and one of those things is that I'm in love with you. And if, yeah, so take it if it resonates. Maybe, you know, if it's a younger connection, it's more like I'm in like with you, but I definitely get, wow, I mean, this person is saying that they're in love with you. So how does this person feel about group 3, please? We've got bully. We've got saboteur. And we've got scribe. So okay, so with the bully card, we're getting here is this person does feel like you have experienced an enlightenment over your fears, or if you ever had any sort of tendency to be intimidating, we see that you have grown, like, and you're continuing to grow in that area. Okay, for some of you, this is your person, because I was getting some of those vibes from your person as well, but I feel like you have similarities. That's what's drawn you guys together. And one of those could be that you are an intimidating person, or they are, but if you are, it's not necessarily that you mean to be, but if you did, it's like your person feels like you have transcended that, or you're outgrowing that. And some of you, you're not a bully yourself, but you were perhaps abused, like the card talks about. And so maybe you were just like letting those negative thoughts get you down, weigh you down. But you're no longer doing that. Like, you are confronting your inner fears. And so this is good, because that's 9 of Wands, wounded warrior energy. Learning to keep and maintain your boundaries, learning to persist and overcoming obstacles. So that's how you feel about you. And yeah, so this maybe before you were not embracing your full power. Maybe you were self-sabotaging, or you sabotaged this connection. But this card specifically talks about fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So maybe you were self-destructive before, or undermining. But for some of you, this person actually felt like you were undermining them. I don't know why they would think that. There's this energy, though, of maybe financially or career-wise for some of you, if you worked with this person, or if this person was like competitive with you in those areas. But if not, disregard that message. It's not for you, but it is for somebody. But others of you, they just felt like maybe you were sabotaging yourself, and you're no longer doing that. You're embracing your full self-empowerment and all of the good changes that are coming with that. So you're standing in your power more. And then we've got the scribe. So preserving knowledge and information. So maybe you do some sort of writing for a living, or as a hobby. Maybe you journal. Maybe you just got a really good memory, or maybe you're like into history. You're like the card says, it's like a scribe. It's kind of like a student. It's somebody that just interested in knowing things, interested in information. So this is how this person feels about you. Let's see what else. How else does this person feel about group 3, please? We've got new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So for some of you, this is a younger connection. Or it's just going to change It's going to change from being, for example, like a friendship and into a romantic relationship, or like a casual fling into something more serious, a, you know, a working relationship into romance. There's some sort of change, and this person knows that, you know, part of that change has to happen from them. You know, choosing to be emotionally available, choosing to let the romance blossom, and I do see that you both desire to do that. So yeah, let's get another one. Well, we've got religious factors at the back of the deck. So there does feel like this person wants to talk to you about the way that they were raised, potentially about how that has affected the connection and their attitude and the way that they are. Okay, so this person feels like they can talk to you and that they need to talk to you and let you know some things. Maybe you guys, like the card says, your love life is influenced by a religious upbringing and spiritual path. So maybe, you know, religion and spiritual path, you know, has been an obstacle in this connection. For your person, I feel like it has to do with a father figure. And this person is like breaking away from that, right? Yeah. So maybe this person unfairly prejudged you based on the way that they were raised, based on perceptions that they learned from a father figure or from religion or from their upbringing. And they're no longer doing that. They're taking like, they're starting over with in terms of how they look at things. And they're taking a chance on a new path and straying away from what they were taught to be and how they were taught to think. So I'm going to take that one. And give this relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So yeah, they are willing to give this relationship a chance now, whereas before maybe they weren't. Or in the past, if you had met this person, they wouldn't have been like willing to give this relationship a chance. But they are now. They're getting to know you better. And I feel like the more that they get to know you, the more that they realize that you are worth the sacrifice. You are worth, you know, making some important changes, because they're not happy settling anymore, okay? And they don't want to settle. Oops. Yeah, this fell out. Perfect timing. They're raising their standards. They felt like they had to deny their true nature and be something that was expected of them. And now they're raising their standards, and when they raise their standards, they align more with you. And I feel like you can sense that. How else does this person feel about group 3? Some of them feel like you're raising your standards, right? But mostly it's they've gotten clarity on their truth, and their truth includes that, you know what, group 3 actually is a good match for me. You know what, I actually do like group 3, or I'm actually in love with group 3. Like, I do want to get to know group 3 better, or the more I get to know group 3, the more I realize that, you know, this relationship, you know, is important to me, and that I am good enough for group 3. Or that I can rise to meet group 3 where group 3 is at. How else does this person feel about group 3? It's kind of coming out. Peace of mind. That you're somebody who has made peace of mind your highest priority. And that even though you maybe have taken quiet time away from this connection or withdrawn from it, that you you've put it to good use, because you've become a more peaceful person than you were before, and you're honoring your true feelings now. I think you know, yeah, you're not gonna settle for anything either. You want your wish fulfillment. And so you're weighing your options, this person feels like. And this is part of honoring your true feelings. And the more you honor your true feelings, the more peace of mind you have. I think this person just really, I think they want to talk to you about what they've learned. And also just, they want to learn from you some more. Also, this person is just very attracted to you and wants to have a new start. I think they definitely want to have a second chance or a new start. Okay. How does this person feel about group 3? We've got love language affirmations. Okay, that's why I keep getting, they just want to talk to you. They just want to tell you this. They just want to tell you this. Because, okay. So, loving words hold great power. So they want to talk to you because they figure that your love language is affirmations. And that maybe you have been waiting to hear from this person for a long time. Or you've been waiting for them to tell you how they feel. You've been waiting for them to talk to you. Or to say those loving words to you. So they feel like you're somebody whose love language is affirmations, and that this would increase the bond and the connection between the two of you, and that they made you wait long enough for them to tell you how they feel and tell you some of the things I talked about already. How does this person feel about group 3? Spiritual soul path. A personal evolution within your relationship. They do feel like this connection is on a spiritual soul path. They feel like even though it's been suspended or it's undergoing these changes, there is a new direction in the making. And that this connection has meaning, adds meaning to their life. And that's important. Because maybe they would not have valued, that as much in the past. They are valuing it more now. And by that I mean a meaningful relationship versus like a more shallow relationship, or just like not focusing on love at all. Okay, so I'm gonna get you a few charms. So how does group 3's person feel about group 3? Aw, I didn't mean for that to land on the heart. Cute. And it is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. But regardless of when you see this reading, this is just more validation that your person loves you, and they feel you in their heart. They have love for you. We've got let me absorb, let me absorb. Wow. So this person wants to be the shoulder for you to cry on. And honestly, they feel like you can be the shoulder for them to cry on, or they hope that you will. They have hope that with you they can show their full heart. They can give you your heart and express the fullness of their feelings, and even like let their guards down, and that you're a safe person to do that with. Whereas I feel like maybe they were taught toxic masculinity by somebody in their life. With you, they feel like they can actually open up and be vulnerable like that. That's beautiful. We've got Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So this person feels like you're Belle. That kind of goes along with Scribe. She liked to read. She's very knowledgeable. Maybe like the girl next door as well. Very creative, optimistic, enthusiastic. Also grounded, practical. A sense of permanence. It's really seeing you as a, wife material, or husband material. And we've got, oh, this is cute. You can barely see it, but it's a little tiger, and that is from the Chinese zodiac. So somebody could have been born in the year of the tiger. Tigers are very they defend those they love, very much like Belle, and they're not to be messed with. They definitely have good boundaries. If you think about cats have naturally good boundaries, and your person feels like you have grown into your boundaries. So look up the year of the tiger, if you're interested in learning more about that. We've got a sled. So winter, sledding, snow, all of that could have something to do with this connection. Something that happened that time of year. I think this person is just wanting to easily, yeah, sort of slide in. Oh no, I didn't mean to say it that way, and then I just saw the screw. Hilarious. Wow. I don't know how to say this now diplomatically and like PC, but since what do I care about that? But yeah, this person wants to slide in somewhere. Let's leave it at that. And I was gonna say they wanted to easily slide into this transition into a romantic relationship or into a romantic new beginning with you. That's what I initially had meant to say. But they also want to slide in somewhere else with this screw there. Okay. Anything else for the screw spirit? Yeah, I think they realize that if they make a mistake, you know, that there's a potential that, they could make the wrong decision regarding you and how to handle this in the path forward. So I think this person is going to be careful and how they proceed here. I'm trying to figure out, Spirit's telling me that message, right? Like, how does that correlate? I guess because if you don't have the right screwdriver, like this requires a Phillips head screwdriver, and if you had a flathead screwdriver, it wouldn't work. So that's where this person's like, I have to come correct. I have to do this the right way. I have to approach this the right way. I have to be prepared in order to have this new beginning. Now, since we did get that reference to, carnal pleasures, we'll put it that way, I'm going to get you a card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which I did not get for the first two groups. But that was just too funny how that happened. So I'm going to get a card just to see how this person feels about group 3 from this deck. Just give me one card, Spirit. The main thing this person feels about group 3. Wow. Yeah, they feel like you're definitely a star. And that they want to treat you like one. And I definitely see them wanting to surrender to you. See how he's beneath her? I feel like this person, they're a wish fulfillment for you, but you're a wish fulfillment for them. And they just want to rise to be on your level. They don't expect to be completely even with you or on your level, but they do expect to be able to be close enough to your level to get close enough to you. And I feel like that's, that would make them happy. And I'm also just seeing the very strong attraction between the two of you. Now this person just wants it to be, I feel like they just want it to be, they want it to be easy, you guys. They want it to be easy. I don't know. This person wants to progress the connection easily. They want it to extend you an invitation and to know that you will easily accept it. They don't want to have too many worries about it. They want things to happen kind of spontaneously, kind of naturally. And that includes, behind closed doors as well. Maybe it already does. If so, they like it. They like that. And they don't want there to be any little petty conflicts. They want you guys to just sort of like be a little uninhibited with one another and go with the flow. Yeah. So, I just feel like they have a lot of different things that they'd like to try with you. And Spirit's just saying to follow your intuition regarding what you would like to do in that, because this person does have a very strong passion for you. So fill out the situation, make sure it's equal give and take, and then, yeah, do it. do what you will. You know, be as easy or as hard as you want to be in this regard, because it's up to you. Follow your intuition regarding this, and just know that the passion is going to be very strong. This person is going to want to move it in that direction, probably very soon or very often. You know, but I think that when it comes to it, if you have a question regarding getting intimate with this person in the near future, then they are wanting you to listen to your intuition. I'm feeling like, don't let this person rush you. That's all. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling like if you get weak with this person, or feel like, you know, because I think this person's enchanting and charming, and with their love language affirmations, they're going to be like using words on you that are going to charm you. So I think that the best way to navigate that is to get in touch with or to just like let your masculine side step in and handle it. Like if you don't want to be rushed, or if you feel like, you know, you just want to be conservative and careful at first and until you're comfortable, but yet you're feeling very tempted, then the best way to sort of counteract that or handle that is to let your inner masculine step in and handle it, okay? Because we all have masculine and feminine within us, like our inner father and our inner mother. Let your inner father, so if this person's sweet talking you and they're talking your panties off you before you're ready, for example, then you shift into your logical, controlled side and think it through and don't do anything you're not ready for. But I think a lot of you will probably be ready for it, but some of you won't, and in that case, the advice about stepping into your masculine energy is for you. That's what I've got for you, Group 3. I hope it was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below. Please subscribe, please like, and thank you to those of you who follow me on Instagram and my patrons, and I will talk to you guys next time.